Hello everyone, I am the Story Man, and today I am finally doing what if Tanjiro had sabretooth powers? And I want and to start this off, I want to say that I didn't want to be off YouTube for such a long time. However, um I didn't have the time lately to do another what if video, and I want to be as consistent as possible. So that way my my audiences could see new content. But at least now I could finally make a new Reddit video. And without further ado, let's get into it. What if is that Sabretooth, or Victor Creed, as he's gonna be known as for now, is the one that's gonna be just the grandfather of Tanjiro. And how this is gonna happen is when a big of a backflash of when Sabretooth and Wolverine go against their fights. You know, just like the ones in the comics where they usually fought, when it started off with Silver Fox being killed by Victor. They go around fighting each other, and Wolverine managed to push Victor off a cliff, right? And it was not just a cliff. It was at the precipice of where the ocean was at, where he fell. And when he did, he slammed his head hard onto one of the rocks that were there. And it was very sharp that it penetrated the stem of the brain. And when this happened, he then slipped into the water or the ocean, and then wandered off with Logan believing that he would die soon due to the fact that his healing factor cannot keep him alive forever underwater. However, let's say just 3 months, Sabretooth, or Victor Krieg for now on, is gonna be at the shore of Japan. And let's say he woke up and doesn't know who he is. And he wandered off the shore and started walking where he would eventually meet civilizations. And due to the fact that he got traumatic head injury, he's not going to remember who he is for now. But anyways, Victor only knows his name, started wandering around Japan. And he knows that even though he doesn't know who he is, he should be alert around the country. So he went undercover and eventually went into the forest and made himself a little house there. And when he was getting supplies for himself to eat, let's say that he went into a grocery store, right? And that's when he found out that some bandits was messing around with a girl. And Victor, being a different man this time, helps the girl out and drove the bandits away. And that is when he saw the girl was collapsed on the floor, and he went up to her, offered her a hand, and said, "Are you okay, ma'am? They won't be bothering you anytime soon." With her looking at him, and the moment she saw his face, she blushed and accepted Creed's hand. Then afterwards, Creed asked her, "Why were those bandits bothering you?" Well, you know how bandits are. Bandits will do anything just for profit from others than making it themselves. I see. Anyways, forget about them. I'm Victor Creed. Who are you? My name is... Let's say that she is the daughter of the Komodo family. And she is the mother of Tanjiro's father, which is also Tanjiro, I believe. And this time, Victor is gonna be, well, Tanjiro dad. And eventually they started talking more and had a family. And Tanjiro is not gonna have, who is the father, by the way, is not gonna have the X gene. No. Let's say it's within him, but he can't unlock it. But anyways, he eventually started a family as well. And he met Tanjiro's mom. And they eventually had Tanjiro, the main protagonist, by the way. And of course, he's the one that's actually gonna have the X gene awaken. However, while they started growing up, Tanjiro's grandfather, Victor Creed, he little by little started having his memories back due to a healing factor. And so by the time Tanjiro was 8, his grandfather left without a word, but let's say a letter at least, with it saying, "I'm off to my own journey now. I hope the best for my family. Please understand that I want to travel around the world now. Have the rest of the years wonderful. Yours truly, grandfather, Victor Creed." And the Komodo family accepted this and moved on. And we'll time skip back to where Tanjiro was gonna go to the village to get chalk. However, he's gonna look exactly, almost exactly how he is in the thumbnail. Except he's gonna have medium hair though this time. And let's say back then when Tanjiro's father woke him up about a bear. Tanjiro dad, just like in canon, defeated the bear. However, let's say its wife was behind where Tanjiro was at and smacked him. And the moment Tanjiro's dad saw this, he instantly thought his son was dead. However, just when the female bear was about to attack him, Tanjiro blitzed in and beheaded the bear with his claws, with it also falling like her husband. And when Tanjiro's father saw him, he asked him, "Are you right, son?" With Tanjiro looking at him with split eyes like Muzan's, but in his own color, tells his dad, "I never been better." And that's when Tanjiro's X gene awakened. And he's gonna be taller than he is now. Let's say he's already at Ginyu's height. Who is the water Hashira? I feel like that might not be his name, but yeah. Just in case he's the water Hashira. But anyways, Tanjiro went to the village, and this plays out exactly the same as in canon. However, when he went up to upstairs, he met the old man who told him to come into his house due to the fact that demons lurked around that night. And he did listen to him. And when he was listening to his story, that's when he remembered his grandmother told him the same story as well. Or at least I think she did as well, about demons. And he actually believes it this time, due to the fact that he has this power that his grandmother said that his grandfather was special, and that he might have his genetics too eventually. So he believed the old man and went to sleep. And this time, Tanjiro will wake up way earlier than in canon, due to him having a way better sense of smell. He instantly left the house and then started running to his own house, like how Victor Creed will start crawling, like in the X-Men movies. In the X-Men original Wolverine, when he was chasing Cyclops, he would do exactly that to his house. And by the time he arrived, he saw Muzan was there, about to attack his sister, which he did do. And he then came up to Muzan, with Muzan being shocked at his speed, and then he used his claws to slash at him. Then he slashed Muzan's face, with Muzan backing up. He then saw all of his glory. He saw his claws, his fangs, and his eyes, with him assuming instantly that this is a demon. However, this is not the case due to the fact that he tried to use his ability to control him, but he couldn't, and this led him confused. "Why can't I control this brat?" he says. But while he was thinking this, Tanjiro went in and stabbed Muzan through the chest. And Muzan instantly snapped out of his thoughts and went to attack Tanjiro, pushing him off a few meters. And when Tanjiro get up, the injury that Muzan laid on him was instantaneously healed. With Muzan even more confused why this brat seems to have powers of a demon, but he can't control him. With Muzan getting very mad and yelling at him, "Who the hell are you? Answer me." With Tanjiro telling him, "Shut the hell up. Who do you think you are?" With him then blitzing at Muzan and then doing consecutive slashes at him. Muzan, even though Tanjiro is obviously gonna be stronger in this case, he's still, nowhere near Muzan level. But he's close to him as ever. Like, I would say this Tanjiro is already at least like in between the Black Myth and arc and the Infinite Cancel arc, at least. So they then had a fight for a few hours, let's say 2, and Muzan eventually blast Tanjiro off with a shock blast throughout, like, let's say at least 50 meters. He blasted him off that far, which made him unconscious. And by the time Tanjiro woke up to go back to his family, they were all dead. And he instantly got upset at himself for being incompetent of not being able to protect his family. But he then found out that Nezuko is still alive. So he went and tried to save her to go to the village. And he was able to carry her easier this time. Even when she was transforming into a demon. He would, him sensing something was off about her, push her to the snow at the cliff this time. With him jumping to the ground, seeing what's up with her. That's when she started straightening up, growing taller, and then started growling at him. And that's when he thought, wait, what is this? Why is her presence similar to that man? And then Nezuko growled even louder and then started attacking Tanjiro. And Tanjiro was able to casually just bear hug her and force her to, like, step out of it. And at first, she still was in a feral state, but then Tanjiro did a stronger bear hug, which made her hints, I think you call it, or something like that, where she gets staggered or something like that, yeah. And that's when Tanjiro yelled at her, telling her, "Snap out of it!" And that's when Nezuko went through her memories. And while this was happening, Tanjiro was telling her, "Remember me, Nezuko? Remember all of the good times that we had?" And then she started tearing up. And while this was happening, Giyu started charging at Nezuko's head. Or actually, let's say both Nezuko and Tanjiro. And when Tanjiro saw this, he instantly dodged out of the way, and Giyu slashed at nothing. And then You looked at Tanjiro, who had Nezuko at the side telling her to stay put, and she listened. And then Tanjiro started talking to Gyu, telling him, "What's wrong with you? You could have killed us the way you swung that sword. I don't have to show any kind of sympathy towards demons like you guys. What the hell are you talking about? I'm not even a demon. I'm special, sure, but I'm not a demon. But my sister is. However, I'm planning on killing her no matter what. I don't know what kind of crap you're talking about, but I have enough of listening to this." With that being said, Gyu then charged at Tanjiro with his sword ready, and Tanjiro, having his claws out, charged at Gyu as well, and then they started having a sword versus claw clash. Gyu used his water breathing techniques. However, Tanjiro, let's say that he learned the selfless state, or at least has a concept of it. He hasn't perfected it, but he now has a concept of it sooner. So he was able to casually use his reflexes to dodge Gyu's attack. With him slashing at Gyu, but making sure that he doesn't slash a vital point. And while this was happening, Gyu took note about how Tanjiro was fighting, and that even though he assumed he was a demon, he's not going for the kill, knowing his own body as well, that he's not going for his vitals. However, Gyu still, despite knowing this, did not stop his attack against Tanjiro. And matter of fact, even went for the kill more than ever by using his 11th form of water breathing, Dead Calm. And the moment he did this, Tanjiro was significantly overwhelmed by the technique, even by his healing factor. And just when Gyu finished using it, he almost beheaded Tanjiro, due to the fact that even though Tanjiro is stronger and is better than Gyu in almost every way, besides from experience and especially skill, Tanjiro, however, lacks technique to do well against skilled fighters, or at least experienced ones. So Gyu was about to kill Tanjiro basically, but his sister Nezuko was able to jump in at the last moment and stop Gyu by throwing him off. And when Gyu got back up, he realized then that Tanjiro was finally speaking the truth, and unsheathed his sword and told them, "You seem to be speaking the truth, so I'll put my sword down and let's have a talk then, since that's what you seem you want to do." With Tanjiro telling him, "We could have started this from the start, you know. But anyways, let's talk." And Gyu and Tanjiro had a conversation. Tanjiro told him about his lineage and that his grandmother has told him about mutants and that his father was one himself. His grandfather was one himself, and he might carry the gene with him. And she was right, and that's why he seems like a demon, because his mutant is feral biology and a healing factor. But he's but by any means he's not an actual demon. But his sister unfortunately did become one. And Gyu then told him, "You seem to be powerful enough but lack skills. However, I can take you to my master. All you have to do is just go to this specific mountain." Normally, I would say you're crazy and wouldn't believe that you'd be able to cure your sister, even if demons knew how to. But seeing that you're uniquely strong, I would say that you're more than enough able to do this. And just like that, when you flash stepped, Tanjiro and Nezuko buried their family and then left to go to the mountain that Gyu's master is at.